Southeast governors meet in Enugu to discuss the release of Nnamdi Kanu and Monday's sit-at-home saga. Wow. So I think if this is true, it means that for the first time, Southeast governors are beginning to realize themselves and try to cooperate. The previous Southeast governors under Buhari's government were just working here and there, while some were in PDP and they come to APC, like Enugu and like Enugu state governor, or no, Ebonyi state governor, the former Ebonyi state governor. Some they come from PDP to APC, just like Hope Uzodinma of Imo State, and then a lot of them actually worked in scatter. Okay, but if this time around that the governors are seated, they are coming together to discuss common front for the Southeast, I think it's a good one if it is true. So let's see what is happening in Southeast with the Southeast governors concerning the release of Nnamdi Kanu and the issue of Monday sit at home. That is sit at home every Monday. The members of the Southeast Governor Forum, comprising the 5 governors of the Southeastern state, met at the Governor's House Enugu on Thursday to discuss issues besetting the region. This meeting marked the first time Alex Otiabia, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, Anambra, Senator Hope Uzodinma Imo, Dr. Peter Mba Enugu, and Francis Nwifuru Ebonyi have gathered since May 29, 2023, when new governors were inaugurated into office. The issues to be deliberated in the meeting include the Monday sit-at-home, which has negatively affected the socio-political and economic activities of the Southeast region. The release of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, who has been in the custody of the Department of State Services, DSS, for 2 years, was another major topic on the agenda of the meeting. On Thursday, the 5 governors of the Southeastern states held a meeting at Government House Enugu, Enugu State, to deliberate on issues facing the region. Okay, United Resolutions for Security. One of the resolutions made by the Southeast Governors Forum in their maiden meeting is to clamp down on criminals destabilizing the region. Senator Hope Uzodinma, the governor of Imo State and chairman of the Southeast Governors Forum, while reading the resolution, applauded security agencies in the 5 southeastern states for their effort in managing security concerns in the region. Okay. The meeting had governors Peter Mba of Enugu, Alex Oti of Abia, Professor Chukwuma Soludo of Anambra, Francis Nwifuru of Ebonyi, and Hope Uzodinma of Imo in attendance. They all agree that criminals should not be viewed as legitimate pro-Biafran agitators and ordered security agencies in the region to deal with sponsors and perpetrators of mayhem in the Southeast region. Navigating challenges and future plans, Uzodinma, who spoke on behalf of the Southeast governor, said, "We wish to state categorically that the perpetrators of the insecurity in our region and their sponsors are criminals and should not be seen as legitimate agitators. Therefore, upon arrest, they should be dealt with by the laws of the land." The chairman of the Southeast Governor Forum also disclosed that the forum resolved to hold the Security and Economic Summit on a date to be announced soon. The Monday sit-at-home, which has adversely affected the socio-economic activities in the southeastern region, was a strategy the indigenous people of Biafra introduced to demand the release of Nnamdi Kanu, the separatist group leader who has been under the Department of State Services custody since 2021. Now, the sit-at-home forces residents of the region to remain indoors. Businesses are shut, and people who dare to come out are often attacked by miscreants enforcing the exercise, which in turn paralyzes the economy. This has led to a series of confrontations between IPOB fighters and security agencies, destroying properties and loss of lives. Okay. So what they have said here is the insecurity in the Southeast and the sit-at-home order, okay? But they have not told us if they have any consensus plan to go and confront the DSS and the current federal government to release Nnamdi Kanu. They didn't discuss it. That is the truth. They only talked about insecurity and talked about sit at home, okay, and talked about miscreants enforcing the sit at home. Those are things they have said here. So it means that this meeting is incomplete. If they can discuss insecurity, if they can discuss sit at home, which actually stemmed from the demand for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, and they could not discuss the key matter, which is the release of Nnamdi Kanu, then these people are obviously hypocrites, except there is something hidden under the carpet that they don't want to let us know. Okay, but they don't want to let us know. You can't have this meeting and you did not discuss the strategy you are going to use to release Nnamdi Kanu. Then it's not complete. It means that they are doing something else. They are not sincere to themselves. As somebody say, if not like gather, if not like, okay, make una no gather. Sit at home continues till the great Oha Madike Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. That is what they are saying. Another thing is saying that same Enugu they met to proscribe their children as terrorists, Mumu people. Exactly. If Nnamdi Kanu were to come from the north, their governors will fight for him and secure his release. As for Southeast governors, I don't understand your position. Okay, I don't understand. The East is having problems, and you know the reason why. Work as one body and speak boldly for the release of the son of the soil, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then the insecurity will stop. Sit at home will stop also. But now in the meeting, you people did not say anything serious about that. Well, consider your ways once again. Thanks. Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. You met because of insecurity in Southeast, because of Southeast in Southeast, and you know that the reason for all of that is because of the detention of Nnamdi Kanu, and you did not discuss how you will release Nnamdi Kanu. It means that you need to consider your ways. Exactly. Exactly. Someone say waking from their slumber. They never wake up yet. They never woke up yet. Finally, the stooges of our time are coming out. Your master of northern Nigeria are always supporting and shading their own. But all you betrayers are doing is falsely accusing your own in order to kill them just to please your masters in the north. See how they are mediating to avert war against Niger because their people will die if war should happen between Nigeria since they shared boundary. But if it were to be the Southeast that shared this boundary with Niger, Igbo governors will back federal government to go to war in order to please their northern masters. Indeed, Indeed, can you imagine? Boy governors under the control of cabals. Exactly. All of them are one. Exactly. So that is exactly what is coming here. They met at Enugu, but they did not discuss how Nnamdi Kanu will be released. They just discussed other insecurity matters and they left. So almost they released Nnamdi Kanu and everything will be all right. Exactly. So another person is applauding them anyway, saying movement in the right direction, not to declare war against the people. They are now coming to their senses. Where they're beginning to come to their senses, they will not completely come to their senses. That is it. Okay. So thank you for listening. This is what is happening in the Southeast. The meeting that the Southeast governors had at Enugu State Government House to discuss security in the Southeast. The shortcoming of this meeting is that they have discussed security, but they did not discuss how to release Nnamdi Kanu, which is the actual cause of the insecurity. So let's have your comment in this matter, and let's have a views for sharing, and thank you for listening.